We're going to take a look at how to create coils or springs like you see on your screen. So let's go ahead and get started. I'll go up to new and start a brand new part. And we'll do a lot of this in sketch mode. First thing I'll do is I'll draw just a circle. Now this circle is it's going to end up being the diameter of the spring. So you could define that however you wanted to. For now, we're just going to put something together here. Below that, somewhere, I'm just going to put a line. I could use the origin, and in the future I would recommend that, but just for the demo, I'll just draw a line straight out. Okay, I'll hit Finish Sketch, and now I'm going to go up here to Coil, right here, Coil. So I notice it highlights the profile for me, so that's what it's going to coil. All I really have to do is just click this line. This is the axis, right? Now, by default, the pitch is going to be 1, I believe, and your revolution is going to be 1. So if I hit OK here, it's going to give me something like that. Let me get back and show you how to do some edits. All right, so I'm going to go to Coil, and I'll select the line, remember. Now, for pitch, maybe instead of 1, I want it to 0.25. Okay, and for revolution, maybe I want 5. Now let's take another look at this. So let's change that pitch again. So maybe 0.5. You can see what's going to happen here. The bigger I make this number, the further apart it's going to get. It's kind of like stretching out a slinky, right? So the smaller that number, the tighter it's going to get. So I'll just hit OK, and there it is. Okay, so let's do a couple more things with this. I'm just going to undo that, and I'm going to go back to Coil and show you a couple other things we can do. So it keeps your values from the last one. So there's my stuff, or those are my numbers. Now I'm going to go to taper, and I'm just going to put an angle in there. So maybe I put a 5 degree. You know what, just so you can see it a little better, let's make that a bigger taper. So now if I look at it, basically a taper is going to make one end bigger than the other, right? Okay, so let's look at a couple other things we can do with Coil. So I'm just going to undo that so you can see more. Here's Coil again. Click the line. I am going to take the taper off. So I'm just going to make that taper 0. For pitch and revolution, I can change that too. Revolution and height. That allows me to get some different numbers as well. So like height, let's say instead of 1 inch, I want 0.5. Or I want 2. Okay, so it's going to adjust it a little differently. For pitch and height, kind of a similar situation. Let's look at that. So I changed that height to 5, and I changed my pitch to 0.15. Okay, let's go here to spiral. And spiral is a little bit different. When I click spiral and now I click OK, you can see what's going to happen. It's going to make my coil go that way. All right, so really all kinds of cool stuff we can do with the coil tool. Since we're in the subject, let's go to new and let's start a brand new coil here. Let's get into sketch mode. Now, instead of using a circle, I'm just going to take a line tool and I'm going to draw just a random shape. Remember the rules of Inventor, though. Close it off, right? And then I'll come down here and I'll make that line. So I'm following the same process, right? Finish sketch. And I'm going to coil this as well. So I can coil and click this line. Now I'm still set to spiral, right? So let's change it back to pitch and revolution. And let's hit OK. And let's see what that comes out to be. So you can get all kinds of neat stuff. And depending on the shape you coil, you're going to get different results.